I don't know where my hat is. Oh, here it is. Remember last week when I said, see you next week if there's another repair, right? Well, it turns out there's going to be another repair today. I believe that God allows these things for a reason. We have another repair that we have to make. The beeping sound indicates that there's something going on with the leveling jacks. It's controlled by hydraulics. This thing was blinking green. So this thinks that the jacks are down, okay? And the reason why, go outside. So there's a leak we got here at the library. By the way, you guys can't see the library. We got here at the library, and there was a snap. We heard a snap, and then it started making that winding sound. And that winding sound is this. It's the hydraulics to the leveling jacks, and now the leveling jacks, we got to figure out what to do with it, because since this thing snapped and all the hydraulic fluid is coming out, okay? Hydraulic fluid. Okay. Since the hydraulic fluid is coming out, it's kind of dangerous for us to be driving this RV, because if the hydraulic jacks just come down while we're driving, especially on the highway, you can imagine what would happen, right? So you can imagine that while we're driving down the highway, hydraulic jacks go down and it touches the ground while we're driving, something serious could happen. And so now we have another big repair that we got to do. And it just seems like it's one repair after another. The only thing I can think of right now is either repair it permanently or do another temporary repair. Which one is the best option for us? Ezekiel bread. Okay. Almond butter, organic raw honey. Before I start making these repairs, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. Go ahead and eat, man. You know what? I'm done worrying about repairs that I gotta make in this RV. I'm done worrying about it, because time and time again, the Lord has been showing us that He's got our backs. And so, before I even worry about making these repairs, I'm gonna provide some food for myself. Because how can I make repairs if I'm hungry? I don't know. How can I do that? It doesn't work that way. Gotta feed my belly first, and then I can make some repairs. In the middle of me trying to make these repairs, the Lord truly is blessing us. The Lord truly is taking care of us, because when I was about to go and make the repairs that I have to make, these temporary repairs that I had to make, we get a couple of donations today. So shout out to Carlotta, who made a big donation. Shout out to my brother Hiram and Loretta, who made donations today. I'm not gonna show the donations or anything like that, but you know, this is also the reason why I say that I don't really have anything to worry about, because God has been inspiring some of you guys to to truly help this ministry out and to truly help us out as a family. You guys know our situation. You guys know what we're going through. And we just want to thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts for making these donations. So for those of you guys who want to continue to make donations and to support this ministry and this YouTube channel, please do so. Go to SFP.center, www.sfp.center. The link is in the description box below, and you guys can support that way. We need it. We truly do. I mean, I get kind of shy asking, I get kind of shy, putting this out there, but we do truly need the donations. And, a lot of you guys want to help, and you want to help financially. And some of you guys have even given us groceries. Some of you guys have given us things, things that we need. Some of you guys have given us, have taken us to dinner and things like that, and allowed for us to be on your property, to stay at your property. And it's really, really appreciated. And it's really, truly needed for us as a family, especially doing this type of work and traveling and doing ministry and doing medical missionary work, training and things like that with this RV. It truly is a big help. And not only that, but praise the Lord, because I'm going to show you guys something else. The book From Babylon to America has been on Amazon for a week now. Okay, it's been on Amazon for a week now, and it's consistently a top seller. Not the best seller, but a top seller, and one of the top releases on Amazon in its category. And it's all thanks to a lot of you guys who made this thing happen. And so I thank you guys for supporting this ministry. The book is now out. For those of you guys who want to get the book is now out on Amazon. The link is in the description box below. Some of you guys have wanted signed or autographed versions of the book. Now, I feel, some of you guys already know that I feel a little bit weird signing my autograph on a book, because the book is not mine. The book is the Lord's, right? And so I feel a little weird or strange or iffy signing a book. But I have made a decision to, instead of calling it an autograph, to write a message for some of you guys who are wanting a message from me. I will write a message and write my favorite scripture, my favorite Bible verse, and I will send it to you guys. So it'll only be on the website, and it's only going to be for pre-order, www.sfp.center. Okay, link will be in the description box below. Now, time for us to get this thing done. First things first. All my tools are in here. This right here is the hydraulic jack. And so the idea is to strap this up so that it doesn't manually come down. Right? If it comes down to the ground while we're driving, that would be really dangerous for us. Hello?
Maybe. Did you see the pages?
It's kind of hard for me to see the pages since I'm doing something and I'm under the RV.
Okay, I just wanted you to see because it's so cute.
So that's the idea. Make sure it's tight so it doesn't come down. Okay, it's tied up there with a ratchet strap. And now I gotta go do that side. Alright, so that's the idea. That's it. And this was what most RVers do when they want to temporarily fix the hydraulics issue. When their hydraulic jacks give out on them, this is what they do. front ones. These are the front ones. And that's already done. Now that we got that done, there's only one more thing left to do. Turning it on. There's that sound. And then there's the beeping. Again, it thinks that the jacks are still down, the hydraulic jacks are still down. So in order for me to do that, because it's got a sensor or something there that lets this unit know that something's wrong with the system, and it's detecting that the jacks are down, even though the jacks are up. It thinks that the jacks are down because the hydraulic, the hose for the hydraulics got pulled off, or it snapped into two. And so in order for me to fix that, so that every time I turn this on, it doesn't beep like that, I'm going to have to take the power away from this thing so that it doesn't keep beeping. So that's the thing that will get annoying every time I turn this on and that starts beeping. It thinks that the jacks are down, and then it's gonna start beeping. So that's the next thing that I gotta do. And then after that, we gotta do one more thing. I believe it's this. I believe this is what's powering, because this is from the power source. It comes from this thing. I gotta pull this off. I don't really know what I'm doing sometimes, but with things like this, I do have experience. And I do know where, power is coming from, where the ground goes and things like that. I do know that. I went to school for it, but I'm not like a super great expert at this. I just do what I can and what the Lord has showed me and teaching me. If you guys are going through the same things, and if you guys don't know what you're doing, please do not use my video as a tutorial. I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing to the best of my knowledge and ability. So everything's back the way that it should be on. So ground cable, ground terminal, now back on. Positive cable, positive terminal, now back on. And of course, had to make sure that this is not touching anything while we're driving or anything like that. Had to make sure so that it doesn't power on this thing right here. So now next thing to do is just to turn it on to see if it starts beeping or doing anything weird. Moment of truth right now. Moment of truth. Let's see if it actually worked. Okay, turn it on. Turning it on. Nothing. Okay, guys. No sound. No noise. Nothing beeping. Just one more thing that we got to do. One more thing that we got to do before we call it a day. And that is to, of course, test drive this thing to see if the jacks are stable and if it'll go down. I don't believe that it's going to go down. I strapped it up pretty well. Hopefully it doesn't go down. Hopefully it doesn't loosen up. Let's test drive. Here we go. Test drive around the parking lot to see how it drives. Seems like it drives pretty good so far. And okay, yeah, it seems like it drives pretty good. Should be all right. Drives pretty good. I don't hear hydraulics, the hydraulic jacks going down or anything like that. I don't hear none of that. So we should be okay. All right, so now that we got that done, we gotta go and check to see if the hydraulic jacks moved down or did the straps do its job. Let's go check. Okay. Straps look good. Straps look good. Okay, those look good. These look good. Okay. And these look good. So, challenge after challenge, struggle after struggle, God continues to show us that He is there to provide for us. I'm not even worried anymore about any other repair. God has been assuring us that He is there to provide for us and to keep us safe and everything. So that's the lesson for today. Maybe next week there's going to be another repair. I don't know. But we'll see you guys again. Peace.